Good evening or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, the Modernsters of Gaming. I'm Kaiju really exhausted K, and with me here is the Master of Disaster Necronic,
What's up?
the second Master of Death, Deathgasm,
Call it a first because I beat death every time.
I'll do that.
that marauding monster Mama
Yeah,
Bear,
you resurrected death, bud.
and that silly one in the back,
Awesome.
Sissy Poo. Tonight's episode will be about spooky, scary, or strange places around the world that we, the Modernsters of Gaming, would love to visit, if not, or have already visited. Now,
Yeah.
we usually start this one off with Necro, but there's one I gotta jump in with real quick. Alright? This is a shameless plug.
Isn't the one that I know you have visited?
No, we're gonna talk about that one later.
Okay.
This is a shameless plug. That means I'm promoting. Down in Texas, there's this little horror location run by a bunch of creepy clowns. It's known as Creepy Hollow.
Haunted house.
You can go there and meet the clowns. There's Skeet, Relic.
Willy Vodka.
You know what? You tell them. You tell them. I can't remember them all.
Stitches.
It's actually been registered as the #1 horror attraction this year too.
In Houston, Texas.
Oh, nice.
So I mean that's really a cool thing. Last year it was someplace up here in New York. This year it's place down in Texas. So we can keep trading back and forth, I guess. So that was the shameless plug. Well, I'll try to put in the description below the website and everything, so you can go there. And with that being said, Mr. Necronic, if you would be so kind as to begin this horror bonanza by taking us to a location where you wish to visit before you get caught by death itself.
Well, I'm actually going to start off with something that I have visited.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, I have visited some well-known attractions within our very own mist of 10 to 20 miles from where I live.
Hmm.
Like the Weatherly Cemetery.
I thought so.
Well, you just stole one of them from one of our members, so.
Now, I have a couple of tales from Motherland Cemetery alone.
This is the part where I get my sleeping bag and my flashlight snuggled up for some horror stories.
I won't say horror stories per se.
All right.
Now, me personally, I've only had one experience in the cemetery itself.
Okay.
And that was one time I went with a group of 4 other people and myself.
Right.
And 3 of us got out, 2 stayed in the car because they didn't want to come into the cemetery.
Right.
Dandy. So they stayed in the car, you know.
They stayed in the car and uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.
Okay.
What?
Sorry about that. My headset was boppy.
Oh, okay. I'm over here checking my damn recording equipment, trying to figure out what went wrong.
Well, my headset went to where you guys sounded like you were Peanut's fucking parents.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like I pitched Peanut's parents. Kinda. But what do you call it? So there was the 3 of us that got out of the car and 2 stayed in.
Okay.
Now, if anyone knows Weatherly Cemetery, they know it's miles away from houses.
Now, before we go any further, let me announce to people that this is in Pennsylvania. Necro has forgot to announce the most important part of this conversation. This is a cemetery in Pennsylvania.
Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
I kind of guessed that part, but yes.
Oh, you never know. It just might be called the Weatherly Cemetery as its name.
It's actually
It's
bar.
actually the
It's one of the 500 bars his father actually owns. So.
Shut up.
Oh come on! You know your dad. You know your dad would buy a bar just to name it the Weatherly Cemetery, and you know it. I know.
But anyway, the three of us in the Weatherly Cemetery, we start hearing music. And it sounded like rock music. Mind you, it cannot be like any houses that are nearby or at least a mile or two away. So, and if it was coming from a house, you would literally have to have like fucking Montage Mountain speakers to hear that shit.
Right.
At the Weatherly Cemetery.
By the way, Montage Mountain is also in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna pick on him.
Uh-huh.
So we decided to go back to the car and see if they were actually listening to music in the car.
Right.
No. They had the car completely off, and they were just sitting in there.
Oh.
No music, no nothing. So we literally had them roll down the windows quick, and they were even hearing the music.
Did you try to go looking for it?
Huh?
Did you try to go looking for it?
No. I mean, the music never got any louder, but it never got any quieter either. You know what I mean?
Yep. And remember, folks, you can watch all this wonderful humor with him on his manly screams of manliness Dark Souls Let's Play.
Well, then there was the one time. Now, this deals with the Weatherly Cemetery, but was not actually in the Weatherly Cemetery when the stuff happened.
Okay.
So one time, my brother and his best friend,
Mm-hmm.
not Kyle, not Kyle, another best friend, his name was Nate.
I remember Nate.
They decided, pissed drunk, to go to the Weatherly Cemetery.
In Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
Done this on more than one occasion. But I did not partake this time. So, they come back from the Weatherly Cemetery, and they apparently took a gravestone from there. So, when the next morning they told me about it, you know, it was underneath our porch at my old house, and it said Edward something, I can't remember the last name, I think it was actually scratched out. Because all the tombstones there are really old. And definitely warped. So, then we started noticing the houses. And literally we, like, heard Edward talking to us and told us his name.
Okay.
Now, from there, we tried to remove the gravestone, and we would not move either. We had 5 people trying to move that, we would never move.
Ah.
They tried replicating how much they drank.
So they have drunk muscles, beer muscles for the win.
That was a very odd situation. Yeah. But at least Edward was a friendly ghost, you could say, because he never really did anything to harm. He was a prankster.
Okay.
Now, there's something up the road from the Weatherly Cemetery as well that I would like to mention.
So this whole episode is going to be based off of Necro Nick. Good to know.
Called... No.
I mean, Deathgasm's
been...
Deathgasm's been trying to say something for the past 5 minutes. I mean...
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I know you didn't. Deathgasm, how you doing,
I
man?
haven't been saying anything.
You okay there, Deathgasm?
I said I haven't been trying to say anything lately.
He said that he hasn't been trying to say anything lately. I don't know if you could hear him or not.
Oh, well, there's been another voice coming in from your side that sounds like his then.
I got another ghost there? God damn it.
Okay, well, continue your tale. Eventually, we'll get our turns.
Shut up.
Can't
They're
shut up.
connecting stories because they're literally right down the road from each other and normally are told together.
1 year at band camp.
No. So there's another place down the road, and it is called the Stone Couch. Literally, it is a couch of stone.
Also known as the witch's couch.
The witch's couch.
Yeah.
Now, no one knows quite why that's actually shaped in the form of a couch or anything like that. There are many tales to go along with it, but
It's Fred
You know.
Flintstone's couch.
huh?
It's Fred Flintstone's couch. I saw it in the Flintstones the one time. It's not the same thing.
But anyway, the story goes that, well, a long time ago, apparently, a witch did a whole bunch of things there at the Stone Couch. And I believe it all started after that. Well, of course, it started after that. But a woman and her daughter were like stranded out there, so they decided to take a rest at the Stone Couch. And I forget how they died. I think somebody like crashed into them or something.
They were walking down the road afterwards and got hit by a car.
Oh, okay.
They heard footsteps chasing them and they didn't see anything, so they kept running.
Right. Okay, that's how it went.
And then that black car from the same area, by the way, who doesn't have its headlights on, ran into them.
Which is
Which,
actually
ironically, is the same black hole that is also referenced at the Weatherly Cemetery.
Right. In Pennsylvania.
That people, yeah,
Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
shut up. Now, the story goes if you go there 3 nights in a row during like a full moon or at any night, normally that leads to your death. So far, it's never worked for me, so death apparently doesn't want me.
We all know that death goes to the bar every Wednesday and every Saturday with your dad.
Well, the motherfucker still should show up and say hi, at least.
You can show up at the bar.
Well, no, you can show up at the fucking couch and be like, hey, Nick, why are you doing this?
So any more tales of suspense from Weatherly and the reciting areas?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Deathgasm, would you like to share one or so stories of places you want to go visit or have visited?
I want to visit, fuck, what's that place called? I forget what it's fucking called.
Well, okay. Well,
But
want to give it a description,
Would
maybe?
you like to tell us about the place?
it is like a haunted asylum.
Pennhurst, would it?
Is it the Pennhurst Asylum?
Maybe.
You slippery nippy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw one out there right now because I don't think anybody here would want to go visit it. Not a single one of us would want to visit this place. Not at all. And if anyone says they would want to visit this place, they're a dirty, dirty liar with 2 middle names.
Where?
Well, of course,
It's like you're throwing somebody out there.
none other
So
than
go ahead.
the castle of Vladimir Dracula
Oh yeah, I like Jack Castle. I want to go see it.
Well, that's the whole point of the story.
Yeah.
You see? Do you have two middle names, Necro?
Yes.
Then you're a dirty, dirty liar.
I have two middle names as well.
I got your name. In the worst one.
Well, I mean, I would believe you, but you'd rather talk about Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
Oh, God, that's just because it's my hometown area.
Okay, well, anyways, I was just joking. I was just using that to one to bat at Nick. I actually want to visit a... Now, this place isn't well known, and it's not like it's haunted or anything, but the reason for it is I find the idea of it absolutely terrifying. Okay? I just have to look up the name real quick so I don't screw it up. That's the... Oh, come on here. I don't need your damn free book. Oh, it's the Orfield Labs Quiet Chamber in Minnesota, Minneapolis. Wow. Well, let me explain why I find this place terrifying, okay? The room is designed to not allow any sound or echoes to permeate. It actually absorbs 99.99% of all sound in it. Now, but here's the thing. That's not the scary part. The scary part is that after a small amount of time, your hearing begins to become accustomed to the room, and apparently you can hear everything from your eyes moving in your head back and forth to your heartbeat, your lungs compressing and decompressing, food traveling through your stomach, blood pumping through your veins. You can start hearing it. The longest a person has stayed in it has been 45 minutes. That's the longest stay anyone's had in the chamber. That sounds absolutely terrifying to me.
Yeah, I agree.
In fact, when you
I
talk...
never tried, but it sounds terrifying. I tried to break the record.
Oh, you could do it. I mean, the guy said he probably could have been in longer. He was just starting to get weirded out because he felt his bladder begin to empty, and he heard all the bubbling as it was being sucked down into the next chamber. And that's when he knew he had to get out of there. But the thing is, like, when you talk, there's a vibration that comes out of your mouth to allow your ears to hear what you say. But in that room, you can't hear it. That's they use it for like testing microphones and stuff like that because there's no echo or return. But like if you were to scream, you would only hear the initial part of it. You wouldn't hear like the echoing throughout your ears. It's just I know it's not like a haunted place or anything, but it's terrifying in my head. That
I see that.
I mean, like I said, I know this is supposed to be like haunted and spooky locations. That I'll get to those later on. But just the idea of going into a room and like you hold your hands out in front of you and you clap and you can't hear that echo. But you can hear your digestive tract moving. Oh! I just wonder what the sound is actually like. Oh! Mama Bear! Mama Bear, let's get out of this creepiness for a little while. Tell us about someplace nicer and safer.
No.
I would rather go skinny dipping through Salem. And you know how I feel about Salem.
Oh, let's see here.
She's thanking.
Actually, there is a place that's actually quite local to us.
Oh my goodness, another local location. To us this time. That's New York, Nick. Not Weatherly, Pennsylvania. Love you too. I love my cousin. Buddy, I'm sorry, but you and me will never be a thing, so stop offering. I'll trade you Lisa. How about that? Lisa's good? I'll trade you Lisa. A sissy poo for a middle finger? How about that? No? I see you smiling. You're not exactly hiding it over there, dimple cheek. Okay, so where's this location there, honey bun?
there's actually a old asylum up here in Binghamton, New York.
A Binghamton Asylum in Binghamton, New York.
It was a state hospital for quite a few years, actually. It closed down in the 80s.
So it's recently closed down.
There was
By the way,
there's
can
a
you
cemetery on the grounds.
can you guys hear her?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
The cemetery you actually cannot walk through. They actually have cameras everywhere, as well as security to catch people that get out of their cars because of the vandalism. That and the fact that it's a little ways into the woods, the cemetery. So also a safety concern.
And they don't want the ghosts to get you. Don't want the spookums to get you.
So that's actually quite interesting. Because there's also nurses' quarters on the grounds where the nurses actually never went home. They stayed on the grounds.
Well, that sucks.
Doctor's offices.
What was that?
By any chance, do you know when it originally opened?
Do you happen to know when it originally opened? She's got her smartphone out.
Let me go look that up.
She's looking it up as she goes. She's cheating. Cheater. But she eats pumpkin, so I can't call her pumpkin eater because it's not an insult. Oh, and if any police can hear me now, Sissy Pooh and Mama and Maxine here are into spice. It's been days of it. They keep bringing it into the house. They put it in their coffee. They put it everywhere. It's not right.
Are you talking about pumpkin spice?
Listen, no matter what name you put in front of it, it's still spice. That's all it is. It's spice. It's bad for you.
But you use spices on your food.
That's different. Mine are legally bought. Theirs are illegal. That's why they're only around a few weeks out of the year, so the cops can't catch on to it.
Oh, God.
Seriously, it's spice running. And the house, the other day it smelled all over. I was gagging. And they even made a roll out of it. They kept it in my fridge. I had to touch it.
That's
It is called
pumpkin. It's made from pumpkin style, just like your god-awful candy canes and stuff from Christmas.
Hey, those candy canes are well worth it, and they're created by Santa, so it's okay. It's legal.
All right now.
I'm going to defend Halloween here.
You don't need to defend it. It's got too much defense.
It was originally called New York State Inebriate Asylum.
Oh, boy.
It was completed in 1864.
Well over 120 years old then.
So it probably was more than just a asylum of food when wars and stuff were going on.
Also National Historic Landmark.
Oh, and it's also a National Historic Landmark? Jeez.
I'm pretty sure that place has seen a lot more death than what's on record then.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
That went through the polio phase, the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
If it was still open, it probably would have gone through the Corona light virus. So why do you want to go see it, honey?
Well, my aunt has actually driven past there quite a few times with me in the car.
Yeah, okay.
And they're just very intriguing. I actually seen somebody in a hospital gown. I don't know, but it was kind of see-through. So
most of those hospital gowns are kind of see-through. It's okay to understand.
not the hospital. Hi.
Uh,
I think he means the person.
oh, the person. Oh, now I get it.
Like an apparition, how a ghost, you know?
But why would they be in a hospital gown? They can't get sick.
Because they were a patient there.
I'm comical relief. I'm the first to die in a horror movie. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, but you're probably gonna die by my hand.
Yeah, probably. Well, that's pretty cool. So Sissy Poo's also on her cell phone. I'm pretty sure she's cheating
I
too.
was wrong about the closure.
Oh, when was it actually closed?
It was actually closed in 1993 due to inadequate maintenance.
Oh, because somebody wasn't fixing the pipes.
That's why we have one job.
First of all, that's air conditioning, buddy, and second of all, that's in hell. It's going to take me a while to do that, and you know that. You need to tell your brother that too. He can't be rushing me.
Yeah, motherfucker, I already set my room up with air conditioning. What's taking you so long?
Do you know how big hell is? And you don't give me any help. I'm just one guy. You can at least give me some of those tortured souls or something. But no, they're not on company time.
Exactly. I feed off of them motherfuckers.
Well, how am I supposed to get my job done when you keep expanding the size of hell?
Oh, God, quit having so many stupid people around here.
Oh, dear Lord, that's not helping anywhere. All right, anyway, Sissy Poo, you want to throw your hat into the ring with cheating from your cell phone?
Yep. It's also another one in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, Sissy Poo's throwing Buffalo, New York. That's not Weatherly Cemetery, by the way, in Weatherly, Pennsylvania, Nick.
Buffalo Psychiatric Center was built in 1800s and now stands as a luxury hotel called the Hotel Henry.
Oh my goodness. That's just the start of a bad B-rated horror movie. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's this mental institute. What do? Let's build a luxury hotel on top of it. That can't have any negative effects. That sounds like something you'd do, Nick.
You have more talent than Henry.
The facility treated patients.
I call a hotel campaign.
You were saying, Sissy?
The facility treated patients with mental illnesses until the early 1970s when it was closed due to claims of abuse and neglect by caretakers. It was also the site of a bloody battlefield during the War of 1812.
Oh, great! So first it was a war zone, then a psychiatric hospital where they abused people, and then they turned it into a 5-star hotel. Why is this not a movie yet?
I want to go see it because I like ghost hunting.
Apparently she wants to go see it because she likes ghost hunting. She also likes luxury hotel rooms.
I'm going with you.
Wait, yeah, girl.
He already said he's going with her, so wink, wink, get it on. She wants a little girl, Necro. Get it going. All right, well, Necro, I don't know, man. Should we give you another shot, or do your 3 stories count for 3 shots? What do you think?
I'll get 2 stories.
Okay, so do you think those 2 stories counted as 2 separates, or are you good, man?
I don't know what's everyone else's opinion.
I'm joking, man. It's your turn. Let's hear it. And let's find a place you actually want to go for a change.
Okay, where do I want to go? Well, this is actually if I was to go over to Europe and whatnot.
Okay.
And it would start with Dracula's castle.
Lies. Dirty liar.
First off, because of brought up in my previous conversations, at this time, a descendant apparently of him.
Dirty filthy liar.
I wouldn't only want to just go to his castle. Huh?
That area is actually full of tons of castles, actually. It's really that vast.
Well, I would love to go over to Ireland and investigate all their castles as well.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gosh.
You're gonna have
be there for a year.
You're gonna have a full trek there, dude.
Because there's so much history blood, guts, heart,
More blood.
all those that
Okay,
if it doesn't kill me, it'll only make me stronger.
Okay,
No,
JP.
no.
JP?
We don't give that stuff out.
Jay.
Even middle names we don't give out. No. That's personal information.
Mm,
You're
you're paying for the luxury hotel, you know.
only if you're willing to share the bed with them. And Nick enjoys the nude look. All right, Deathgasm. You think of any other places you want to visit or go to or have even been to for that matter? Deathgasm?
Chasm?
I
Chasm?
think Deathgasm fell asleep.
He may have. He did just come off of a 12-hour shift.
Oh,
Okay, well,
we put him to sleep.
we're sorry, Deathgasm, for putting you to sleep, man. We'll just continue from there. If he wakes up, we'll just jump in where he left off. Okay, so this next one I'm going to throw out there is kind of vast, and I don't want it to sound like a vague idea, but across the world, especially in the south of the United States, like around Louisiana and places like that, there are dozens of just abandoned and forgotten amusement parks.
Yes.
And some of them were abandoned because of like loss of revenue, some because of unsafe rides, but some of them were closed due to deaths, assaults, riots. And those places, they seem like the kind of place where you'd find spookums.
Oh, without doubt.
You know, I watched a video of some guy who was going around one in Louisiana. It was a Six Flags that got flooded, and it basically began to sink. They had mascots there that I'll try to find the video and link it. They had mascots like costumes that eels were moving around in because they found them to be like a perfect comfy home. So it looked like their intestines were moving and stuff. And it's like, oh my goodness, just imagine the terror. This place was supposed to be a place of joy, and now you just see like decaying metal skeletons and Ferris wheels covered in moss and just disturbing stuff everywhere, you know?
Yeah. Can I cut in quick?
You just did.
Well, back when I was a kid, we used to stay at the campground by Knobles.
Would that be Knobles, VA?
Yes.
Mm.
But this is actually a story I've had.
Of course it is.
So we used to do that. And, like, you were able to walk around the park even after closed, but, like, no rides were running. Like, it was completely dark, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And back when I was younger, there were literally, you would see, like, not real people there, if you know what I mean. Apparitions, ghosts, and, like, you would even hear the, like, off in the distance, some of the, like, rides you couldn't see going, and as soon as you got to them, they would, like, completely stop dead.
Huh.
You do realize that area that the park was built on, the haunted house that's in the center of the park, was actually original to the land.
Oh, yeah, I knew about that.
The haunted house was actually originally a house that was stated to be haunted. Like, that's just badass right there. They didn't just build their own haunted house. They found an actual haunted house and built it into the attraction.
Right.
That's terrifying.
Well, it makes you wonder what was around that haunted house. The original haunted house. To make the whole park active at night.
It could just be a magnet for lesser specters. Or there could have been a war zone there for all we know. Throughout Pennsylvania, there were dozens of war zones that are just being dug up today.
was a plantation. So.
Oh, and it was a plantation too.
But continue with your amusement parks.
Yeah. Well, it's cool, man. I understand. It's just the whole idea of amusement parks is just like they're places that were originally designed for joy and fun.
Yeah.
And then suddenly spook 'em.
They turn into these rooms and ungodly looking places that you don't want to ever think about.
Right. All right.
I definitely understand that. I mean, personally, I would love for somebody to, like, not restore, but if, like, an amusement park was still running but considered haunted, like, able to be functioning, have that as an exact amusement park then.
Well, you could do that one day, man. You know, no offense, Necro Nick, and I don't know if you remember, but back in the day there was a show called Gargoyles.
Yes.
And one of the things was the main villain and main good guy and whatever Xanatos was supposed to be, decided to take a castle brick by brick above the skyline and just rebuild it. I expect one day when you win the lottery, you're going to buy a giant skyscraper and rebuild Dracula's castle on top of it. I always pictured you as Xanatos in the future. I always pictured that to be you.
Got a question for you.
Okay.
People chatting in the chat.
Are people chatting in the chat? Holy crud. Nick. Oh, I don't want to visit Nick's basement again. I finally got out. Never. Nick, sweep it. Nick, fix your mic. By God. Nick, I got a scary poker face for you. It's the national treasure. Place where we live, pal. Nick, your mic, my God. Nick, got a question. How many people in this chat? Sissy Poo, up. Sup, Nick Poo. Question, sir. Taking easy on my Nicky Poo. Nick, I'll be your Dracula. Nick, think he John Cena. Nick, I'll riot for cotton candy. Nick, Angela Park and drums. Story time with Nicky Poo. Tuck me in, Nick. Nick is licious. Nick, who loves you?
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness, this is great.
Cody, who has been featured in TPT with us.
Oh yeah.
His uncle, which his real name is Mike, but we call him Maggle.
Okay. Well, Nick, Michael loves you, so just letting you know.
Yes, he wants to rape me.
Oh, hey, well, there's a scary thing. What's with this? What's with him? What's with you keeping Cody in your basement?
I never kept him in my basement, so I don't know. I think he might be mistaking me with his uncle.
No, it says it right here. He says he finally got out from your basement, and apparently he says Nick loves me.
I love them too much, apparently.
I'm Mermaggle. Oh, Mr. Maggle.
Yes.
Mr. Maggle.
Cody messaged me and said him and Maggle were in chat, so that's why I was like, let me
help me. Cody goes, help me. Michael goes, chained up. Oh man, the chat's scarier. The chat's scarier than the places we want to go. Oh, I'm counting on you. I'm coming to save you, nephew. Uh-oh, Necro, you better get Cody out of your basement before he gets there. He got me again. I'm chained up.
God, now I get to lock Maggle and Cody up. I didn't say anything.
Not in the secret sex dungeon. No, Necro, don't put him there.
Well, I believe Valkyne is up.
Yep, Maxine is in fact up. Maxine, she's cheating on her cell phone still. She said,
Oh, come on.
No, I wanted to make sure I had the dates correct for this one.
Nick, you're about to get the stank from Michael.
Oh, God.
He always has
the same.
Ah,
So what is it?
Pennhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania.
Where in Pennsylvania? Is it in Walnut Grove?
No,
No?
it is not. It is in Spring City.
Spring City.
Not in Weatherly.
Not in Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
Not in Weatherly, Pennsylvania.
Nicky Poo was using his cell phone also. Oh my!
I am on my cell phone,
yeah.
And he said you were using it on him.
In November of 1908,
Okay.
and then they closed in 1987.
Jeez. So what about Pennhurst makes it so scary? Wait,
Well,
what?
I think the fact that it was.
Honey, hold on a second. Is that a bear snoring? Nick, Michael says, Nick, I need quality time. So apparently Deathgasm is asleep and we can hear him snoring. Is maybe there's a way to end his call so this doesn't go on in the background.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, the poor guy. He's 12-hour shift and he slaps himself into this.
Okay, I removed them from the group at the moment.
Apparently Michael's doors opened for Nick 5 years ago.
5 years ago? I didn't even know 5 years ago. More like 2-3 years ago, bro.
Apparently he's been waiting for you for 5 years. So what about Pennhurst makes it so terrifying, honey?
The biggest thing I think is because it was really big during the bubonic plague.
Oh, that was one of the worst atrocities that's ever happened to the United States of America.
As well as the flu epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
They also dealt with psychiatric patients and the conditions that they were kept in. It was just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen I don't know how many different articles on it.
So it was just a really, like, you didn't want to be there kind of place. Like, just really, like, nasty, bloody,
Yeah,
murderous, violent.
They also had these catacombs underneath where they would transport patients from building to building instead of putting them out in the daylight or in the sun.
I believe Ghost Hunters did an episode on it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They
Ooh.
were only allowed in certain buildings,
So yeah, that's pretty creepy. Also, apparently Michael wants your digits. There, Necro. And Cody's calling you a liar because apparently it's been 5 years, bruh, since 2016, bruh. Yeah, Nick, true story, 2016. Maggle, yes. Chucky TV series, 10 out of 10.
Hey, I didn't know Maggle until about 3 years ago. Cody I knew for 5 years. Yeah.
Listen, they're calling you out. Don't start this argument here. But yeah, I've heard a lot about that. I actually watched that episode with you, I believe.
Yeah.
And that would be a cool location to go visit. And where is it again? Weatherly, PA?
No.
That was a shot at Necro.
Shots fired.
And seeing as Sissy Poo also has her cell phone up, which means she's also cheating.
Cheaters.
So what?
And Michael White says, you can interview him, bruh.
A penitentiary and mental institution for the feeble-minded and epileptic.
That explains about 50% of my graduating class. Apparently, Nick, you're a dirty liar.
A lot of the things that happened back then was they tended in families to get rid of their undesirable children.
Ugh.
And they would just drop them on their doorstep.
A bullet is so
for
much
the
cheaper.
state to take care of.
A bullet's so much cheap. Seriously, 72 cents. Click, click, boom. There you go. No problem. No muss, no fuss, no coconuts. Well, I'm just talking about back in the day. It was probably like 15 cents or something. I mean, you know. Okay, what? Are you ready? Okay, Sissy Pooh's done cheating on the internet. She's going to tell hers. Oh, and apparently Cody wants some nice Christmas stories.
Anyway. The Utica Lunatic Asylum in Utica, New York.
Oh my god. What's with all these insane asylums? Pick something else. My goodness, you people are boring.
It was open from 1843 to 1978.
Apparently your relationship with Michael might be over after this there, Necro. Oh, and apparently Cody says he's starving down there. Send him some food and loosen up those chains.
Nah, he gets tied up tight.
Oh, I like where this is going. Nice. So, once again, we have yet another mental institute. This one's in Utica, New York. What's so bad about it there, Sissy Pooh? And why do you want to visit it?
It was common to patients who experienced forced lobotomies. The Utica Lunatic Asylum, also known as the Maine, is definitely one of the more disturbing haunted places around SUNY Binghamton.
So as you can see, she's literally reading word from word.
No.
Well, then get to the
It's
point.
interesting.
Yeah, well, why do you want to go visit it?
It's haunted. Anything haunted, I want to go see.
Oh, my pants are haunted. You want to go rounds around there?
Necro, that one.
Let's see here. Let's see. Michael says, "Is there an application he's got to fill out to be on the show?" Nick, I'm getting the Pinto out.
Ready?
All right. Necro, seeing as the chat is just as creepy as these locations to go visit, is there another place you want to go visit? This feels like this. One second. This feels like this is going to lead up to be a new chapter in DBD where Nick is some kind of killer and these two are going to be the survivors.
Oh, shit.
There's a haunted house in Magadoo. Okay, Necro. Next. Apparently, according to Michael.
Huh, interesting. I actually didn't know there was one in Magadoo, so that's interesting. Thanks, Michael. But there is a place, and it's a museum in Las Vegas.
Oh, no, you won't catch me there, buddy. I know what you're talking about. No, you can take Maxine with you. No, and no.
Yes, there happened to be Zach's museum. Kyle, do I come along? Oh my God!
No. You can leave me at the penny slots. You'll find me there with no money later on.
I would love to be locked down like they were in his museum.
No.
Because, okay, so for everyone that may not know, there's a show called Ghost Adventures. By far one of my personal favorite ghost hunting, actually, they're not even ghost hunters per se. They're guys that have affiliation with the supernatural because of things that happen to them.
growing up.
Paranormal investigators.
No, they're not there for
Just like how garbage men are sanitation engineers. The same damn thing.
And over the years, the main host of the show, Zach Brannigan, I think. What's his last name?
No, he's not Zach Brannigan. That's a guy from Futurama.
Oh, my bad. No, that's not Brannigan. Sorry.
Yeah.
It is
Baggins, like Bilbo.
So he's Bilbo Baggins' grandpa, great niece and nephew.
So Necro, apparently, Mike swears to God he's got a museum in his drawers. Wasn't there a shooting on top? And here you go. Ready? Cody goes in all capital letters. Ghost Adventures, fake, Nick. I'm gonna step away from that one.
not everything is real, but I do know some of their stuff is fake.
Yeah.
But I think they were more serious out of the ghost hunting people.
Like that one house that Zach bought. I believe it was in.
Yeah.
I believe it was down there in Nevada. With the fingernails.
That's where it was from.
If only the camera was on.
No.
Over the years in the museum that he has collected possessed items and stuff like that. So it's a very spooky place in a very condensed user and in small space.
Yep.
A quick add-on to the chat. Wasn't there a shooting on top of the school in Killaires? Nick, I can't wait to put you in a home from Michael. Cody, we don't watch fake stuff. Nick and Michael, yeah, only real life, bruh. Okay, so I can understand you wanting to go there, Necro. I could. And I can understand her wanting to go there, Necro. You can. In fact, Sissy Boo, you can join them too. I'll be in the van in Minnesota, as far away as you could possibly be, in a hot tub watching your guys' progress.
That's kaiju.
Yo, I don't mind being called that, but there are certain things you don't F with. Scooby-Doo in the haunted amusement park. Only if I can be Scooby. That dog gets to eat everything. That ain't fair. I'm Russian. I should be allowed to eat everything too.
So, Kyle, I think you're up to second plate.
Yes, I am. And I got another one that I want to go to. As you'll notice, I keep avoiding a certain conversation with you.
I expect
So
you to
anyways, dude, anyway. Dude, what? I gotta talk about this.
Go with what you're doing right now. My next go around, guess what I'm mentioning.
You can mention it.
And I expect the story to go along with it from sparing somebody.
Okay, so before I continue, Mike says, let's go hang out at the Weatherly Cemetery, followed by a Lisa Caraballo. Wahaha, yeah, no fake stuff. I'm Sissy Poo, guys. Oh, it's Sissy Poo. Nick, a very festive room of yours, by the way. Oh, I didn't know you were such a Christmas fan, bro.
I'm not Christmas.
I don't know, there's some lights in your room. It looks like Christmas. Anyway. And Cody wants some lights down in the basement, too. Cody wants some lights in the basement if you can get it to him. So this is another one of those kind of spooky, kind of not locations. So I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack, but trust me, the last one I'm going to talk about is different. So what I want to talk about here is down in Mexico, there is an island that is coated with dolls.
Oh, I heard about
I've
that.
seen
It's-
that on my
it's
favorite
just-
story.
It's just the island of dolls, and it's just a bunch of they just keep sending them to the island, and they're all dead and decrepit or falling apart or missing pieces, and it's just like, I'm not afraid of it, but the idea of just like walking around at night and then boom, there's like a doll falls off a tree because the string breaks or something, like that startled me a little.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
Oh,
What do you think?
yeah, keep the camera on, Nick. It's such a wonderful sight, apparently. I mean, you guys, if you want, you just have to watch. Like, go watch a video or something. It's just a creepy place, and they say it's haunted and cursed and everything like that.
Dolls move.
And the dolls move. So, hey, you know what? You know what? That would be a great idea for the Child's Play series that's going on in USA right now. Can you imagine Chucky visiting that island?
Right?
Trapping a bunch of people on the island and going ham on them? That would be spooky.
Yeah.
Especially since he has that ability to switch bodies now, apparently, from the cult of Chucky.
Right.
That'd be pretty creepy. An entire island of dolls coming after people. That would be creepy stuff right there. Alrighty. Well,
Honorable mention.
an honorable mention. Ooh, we have an honorable mention over here.
Chernobyl.
Ooh, Chernobyl. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, hey, Relic the Clown is currently live. It's Hump Day. Just thought I'd throw that in there real quick. What? But yeah, Chernobyl. It was such a horrible accident, but all the things. Like,
that were left behind.
Have you ever heard of the Chernobyl shadows?
Oh.
The blast that was at the initial reactor hit with such energy that it vaporized the people, but it burnt their visage, it burnt their shadows into the walls. So you can see exactly what they were doing, and some people say if you watch them long enough, you can see them slowly running towards the exit, trying to get away from the explosion. Yeah, Chernobyl is a place I would like to visit, except it's currently banned by the Russian government.
Right.
Apparently, Michael wants to dress Nick up like Chucky for Halloween.
Oh God, he's not short enough.
And Nick, everything floats down here. I think you need to go fix the water. I think it's starting to flood. Dude, your basement's flooding. Hurry up.
No, he finally got introduced to Pennywise. I had that son been down there for a while too.
Okay, just making sure, man, because like if it's bad plumbing, you know.
I don't flirt with him. Oh God.
But so that's a nice honorable mention. I believe that too. If it wasn't for it being
Banned by the Russian government, yeah.
it'd be worth checking out by like a drone or something. I don't think I would go there personally. All right. Well, you know what, Nick, it's been long enough. I'll tell the story already, okay?
We'll start off with my next place I would like to go visit.
Oh, go ahead. How much time do you need?
Because that's gonna bring your story into it.
No. You know what? If you could hold the story for another 16 minutes,
No.
that would be fine.
The next place I want to go is Alcatraz.
You are a dick.
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
Next honorable mention, Cody says Nick finally brought me food.
What was it?
So yeah, Alcatraz. A place our government was well known to send the baddest of bad to.
He brought the story on purpose. This is just cheap.
And where countless murders have happened in there alone. By murderers themselves. Now, I believe you have something to say.
You're an ass.
Well, I know he has one. I look at it quite often.
Oh, don't lie to the cameras. So, a couple years back, while I was still in the service, they were looking for volunteers for a quick peacetime mission in the United States of America. And seeing as we were currently being brought back after rotation, me and a few of the guys decided that we would volunteer for it. We were flown out to California, and then we were boated over to Alcatraz. Now, the whole place was basically, they're trying to do repairs on it to keep it floating. But the big problem was there were protesters that were going in, and apparently they were trying to break the place apart. They were trying to destroy it because they decided that they didn't want to be seeing it anymore. So we were going to be left there for about 48 hours while they were waiting for the National Guard to come and replace us. I don't know why they asked full-time servicemen to replace a bunch of weekend warriors, but Michael says Alcatraz was a hospital for midgets. Well, in that case, those ghosts were very tall. But anyway, while we were there, it was 6 of us. Some things happened in that place. I can't really describe if I believe they happened or not, because part of me wants to believe, but the other part of me is more, I didn't see anything for real. The only thing I can say is we had one of the guys, I don't want to give out names because I didn't ask for their permission, but one of the guys walked into the main security center, and he closed the door behind himself just a little bit, and we couldn't open the door for a good 10-15 minutes. We were slamming into it, trying to rip it open. It finally opened, and I do remember I was checking, I believe it was the East Wing, and while I was there, I saw somebody at the end of the hall, and I called out. I'm like, civilians aren't allowed here. Get down on your knees, hands in the air. And he didn't do it. Apparently, Michael's very short.
Yeah.
Because he was there. He was in the midget hospital for about 5 years. But so I called out again. I said, "Listen, I'm not playing around. I will fire." And I fired a warning shot, and it started to come at me. So I unloaded about 9 more 5.56 rounds at it, and then it just went away. The other guys came running down the hall, and they're like, "What happened?" I go, "Oh, there's somebody else in the building." We blocked all the exits, and we swept that place room by room. We couldn't find anything, nobody. And throughout the next 48 hours, all kinds of things happened. The radio stopped working, lights turned on and turned off. People kept seeing things. Somebody got locked in a cell. And when we were leaving, the National Guard goes, "Hey, it's a pretty cool place, right?" And one of the guys that was with me said, "I have its grid square location. I'm going to see if we can't get the artillery to do some practice firing on it." So, yeah, Alcatraz, it was something. Now, I know right now they're still repairing it and everything, but I don't know why they're keeping it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're keeping it for ghost tours and crap like that. But the big thing is the fact that it's just closed. It should stay closed. Yeah?
Did Al Capone die of syphilis there? He died.
He died of syphilis. So,
I believe if we were to actually open it up as an actual prison again,
it's
that
too.
would be the worst idea.
Well, not just that, but it's very dangerous to get out there. Depending on the tide, the winds, etc. It can just. It could sink boats. It could tear people away. If you fall in the water, it could be hard for someone to rescue you. Although Mythbusters did escape the island on a raft made of glue and raincoats. So, I mean, There is that.
I mean, keep it there as a monument and for ghost tours, but other than that, don't make it functional again. Because there's nothing good that will be brought from that.
It's such an eyesore. It's just an eyesore. I'm sorry. I'm never going back. You guys can have fun going back there.
Just like Jim Thorpe.
What's wrong with Jim Thorpe?
Thorpe prison.
Pennsylvania.
The prison that was there.
Oh, the one with the handprint?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
They wiped that place out. They nuked it and had priests come in and bless the grounds. They destroyed that place. No rock left. They took everything they put into grinders and stuff and turned it into dust. They destroyed every last ounce and they had priests come over and bless it.
Historical thing, man. That's bullcrap.
Well, here's the problem. Historical thing, yes, but do you have any idea how much it was costing the city? Nobody wanted to own it. Oh, Cody says field trip.
Woohoo!
Y'all have fun.
Where are we going?
Probably Alcatraz.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Well, you can't go. You're not a midget.
Well, the prison's still there, pal, and Jim Thorpe.
I thought they said they tore it down.
No, that's still there, bro.
Oh, of course, when they tore it down. Oh well,
Nope.
maybe they were talking about something else then. Oh, apparently.
Lunatic there and everything.
Well, then I'll just make sure I get the grid square revocation. Oh, what the hell? I'll dust all of Jim Thorpe down like that. After all, it's named after a fake Olympian.
What? Pixie dust?
I was thinking artillery shells. Lots of them. High impact. You know what? You could be visiting the jail that day there, Sissy Pooh.
You said dusting, so I thought pixie dust. Okay.
Why would you think pixie dust? Never mind. I forgot I'm talking to a party girl over here. She's had plenty of pixie dust. Thank you.
Not that kind.
No, you didn't suggest it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so
Dusted.
Michael has the bus and Nick's got the chains.
Oh my god.
Oh, Nick. Do I need to bring a gimp suit with this journey? I've already been in one, so I mean, no loss there.
I'm a dominant.
Except when you're screamed at, or someone has a loud voice, or a child has to be hit, or a child screams, a child cries.
Bedroom.
Yeah, you're really dominant. Anyway,
Bedroom.
sure you are. Anyway, well, since Nick jumped on Alcatraz, since I was going to jump on it next, and then, of course, Sissy Pooh was going to jump on Nick next,
Anywho.
we're going to go and talk about my last one that I have on the list. And once again, this one's kind of spooky, but it's only kind of spooky from a different point of view. I always wanted to get into a submarine and go as deep as possible into the Mariana Trench.
As long as it's yellow.
In case those of you who don't know, it's the deepest part of the ocean in the entire world. It reaches such a depth that, it has been Jim Thorpe Jail, Molly McGuire's research it. Bruh. I don't wanna. That sounds like research.
Yeah, I don't know how to do research.
Obviously. But, the thing about the Mariana Trench is the deeper it goes, the weirder the fish get, the more dangerous the pressure gets. And after a certain point, they actually call it the death zone. And they call it the death zone because if anything happens to the sub at that depth, there is 0% chance of surviving. But there are some wondrous things you can see, but only if you're down in the depth zone. So just going down there would be playing with your life. Anything could go wrong. Any crunch, any twist, any whinny, any boo, and you could be dead. That's pretty spooky.
Yeah.
Or the Bermuda Triangle. I could go there too.
Yeah.
But truthfully, the most terrifying place in the world I can think of, a place so vile, so dark, so evil, that nobody would want to go visit it. It's the house Justin Bieber grew up in.
Oh, God. Fuck. Burn that. Nuke that.
See? Told you. It even scared Necro.
Purify with fire.
Oh, just everyone has left the recording studio but me and you.
Oh,
Why?
I have no idea. I turned around and Mama Maxine was sneaking out. Sissy Pooh's out on the porch having a smoke or something. Oh, and apparently Cody says no. The scariest place is Nick's basement.
Only for you, Cody.
Oh, that voice right there. Oh man, it puts the lotion on skin or else it gets the hose again. Woo! All right. Well, next week is where it starts getting really close. Next week, of course, we will be that much closer to the greatest day of the year, which is Christmas, but the second greatest is, of course, Halloween as well. Halloween is the second greatest, so it's right there. I mean, well, actually, technically it's third because of Thanksgiving. Well, I mean, it's fourth because there's all the solstices, too, isn't it? I mean, I guess Halloween's there somewhere.
It's first, and then Christmas.
Hang on, let me go check Walmart and see what's on.
Fuck off.
Oh, no, this is actually not an insult or anything, but you want to know when I saw the first Christmas commercial this year? I mean, I'm no lie. I'm not even joking. I saw it in July.
God.
I saw a Christmas commercial in fucking July, man. Listen, I know I'm Mr. Christmas. I love Christmas and everything, but that's a little tough, okay? I can't take that. And it wasn't like
I guess it was a Christmas in July then.
But no, it wasn't a Christmas in July. It was talking about sales going on in this store starting in November.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. Oh, Centralia? Been there. Centralia's a good place to check out.
Yeah.
That was Michael. Oh, and Cody says, don't leave us, Nicky Poo.
What's that?
Cody says, don't leave us, Nicky Poo.
Apparently you can't even get into Centralia anymore, though.
Legally. Can't get there legally.
No, apparently they got so bad that they have fucking law enforcement patrolling all the time now.
Oh, dude, we've passed that before.
They apparently got heavier, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, me, you, and your brother played tag with the Berwick Power Plant's gate and the guards the one time. You reached out. We said don't actually touch him. You reached to the fence and grabbed the guy's leg and said, tag, you're it, and ran into the friggin' woods. So come on, man, all right? You can get in and out of places, which is the scarier part.
Hey, I'm ballsy. What can I say?
Although but before we go to end this real quick, I do want to add a pretty funny story since they wanted a funny story. Do you remember the time we were out paintballing in the woods and it got dark, so your brother went and turned on the headlights of his car? And you guys were looking for me and I kept pretending I was Bigfoot running through the headlights?
Yeah.
What the? I heard of it.
I do remember.
Okay. Oh, and apparently Mike says, I got a permit, Nick. Remember your destiny.
Fuck Destiny.
All right, so I got a fun little one for next week. I know we're doing the Halloween stories. We're gonna post those on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
But I have a fun idea to talk about, seeing as Cody is here and he technically does know a little about Dead by Daylight.
I think you insulted him there.
No. I insulted you there. I mean, you're the one who first started off by saying that he was kind of good, and then he ripped.
I meant sarcastically insulted him.
But so you can pick. You don't have to tell, but you can pick either killer or survivor, and you have to make it and have 3 perks designed.
Huh.
It could be either one. You could pick killer, survivor, or both. But by next week, when we do this next video, you must have the idea designed and 3 perks.
Okay.
That sound interesting to you? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Michael's like, wow, bruh. Why do I keep hearing voices in the background? What the heck? Do you have someone talking to you on your phone? Oh.
No, my phone going off. Notification.
Oh, okay. I like DBD Cody. Cody is God in DBD. Well, true story. The first time we met Cody, these were the words from Nick. I got a friend of mine who plays DBD. He's okay. Can he start playing? And then we watched as Cody decimated our ranks over and over and over again.
Kind of misled them, Cody.
Kind of? The only thing I remember is Cody sent me a message saying that next time he plays as Ghostface, I can't be in a corner doing a gen. You know, that's what I remember. I also remember having a conversation with him while he was killing me, by the way. He was chasing me and killing me, and at the same time was talking to me in the chat.
Yes.
Like, I can't remember how he did it, but he killed us so fast as Nurse that he was literally having a full-fledged conversation with me while he was teleporting around and killing me. He goes beyond God, all right? He created he's one of those ancient eldritch gods that you hear about, like Leviathan and Cthulhu and everything. Like, he's just...
Well, remember, you thought Sub was a god.
Well, I thought he was too. And then you told me Cody was okay. And then Cody came in and he was literally looking at Subliminal, running backwards, avoiding all his attacks.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a difference between he's okay and the heavens parted and down came Cody. There's a difference in those two.
Fibber.
Hey, I couldn't tell you he was a god or else I might have said no.
Oh no, I still would have played him. I would have had fun. But when I went into that first match against him as Ghostface, he literally ignored me so I could work on the generator in the corner while he killed you 3 in less than 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was death.
And then he came looking for me. He knew where I was the entire time. And just realized he was just going to leave me over there while he murdered all of you. And then he didn't even stalk me. He just nonchalantly walked up to me and looked at me and went, oh, he was Spirit. He didn't even go invisible. He just nonchalantly walked up to me, looked at me. I went, hi, and then he just butchered me. We have it on video of him just walking up and just looking at me like, hey, how you doing? By the way, sword in the face, and just wrecked me. And the next message I get from him is, you're not allowed to do generators that far out. It takes too much time.
I was the one who was moonwalking.
That was pretty bad. He's not just a good character, okay? He's the kind of character you see say, you know what, today I feel like putting a timer on. Can I kill everybody in 2 minutes? Let's go. 2 minutes and 1 second. I gotta get better. Meanwhile, I'm looking at it.
No matter if he's the survivor or the killer, he is always the killer.
I know. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting there stuck on a tree stump as Pyramid Head. And every time I go to swing at him, it's like he's freaking Matrix diving in every direction. At one point, I'm pretty sure he grabbed the sword, turned around, smacked me with it, put it back in my hand. Like, that's nuts level, okay? That's not just God level. That's I'm gonna screw with the actual coding of the game level, alright? I'm pretty sure he's the one who caught my leg. Alright? I think I ran and he went, no, Nemesis! Grab him now! And the Nemesis hand came out of the ground and grabbed my leg. I'm like, no! Can't move! If I would have looked down, I could have seen Nemesis' hand just grab my leg and Nemesis going, I'm sorry, pal.
I could imagine that.
He is God. He controls us all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, and I would like to get into more games with Cody if that's possible.
Yes.
He's just fun to play against because sometimes he's really like he'll just wipe out the group real fast, and then the other times where he just stands there and goes, "I'm gonna give you guys a head start. Go on, go on," and then one generator left, and then suddenly we all just fall to the ground. Like what happened? Like what? How did he kill us? He was a trickster. How the hell did that happen?
Like, it's like the bomb going off in Chernobyl.
He's basically the bomb from Chernobyl. What the?
Kyle's standing next to me one moment, and then I'm dead the next.
I remember that.
What happened?
I remember that. I'm standing there. I go to Necro. Hey, do you see him? And I hear Nick go, no. I go, okay, I'm gonna step. And I hear, and I turn around, and Necro is dead on the ground, and Cody's just sitting there, and I'm pretty sure he was grinning at me. I couldn't tell, but I'm pretty sure he was just grinning at me as the nurse. And he's kind of like, okay. And then he just picked you up, and he's like, I'll see you later. And he just walked away with your corpse. And I just kind of stood there going, oh my God, no!
And Kaiju never plays Survivor
And
again.
another person's dead.
Yeah. Once again, he wiped out everybody whose name wasn't Kaiju K, and then frickin' JoJo'd me, just appeared behind me, zero, and just killed me instantaneously. Just blah, blah, blah. So Cody says, I suck at pinheads, so we gotta get that going, followed by Michael saying, yeah, sure, Cody.
So, don't blame Cody, and blame Michael.
I'm pretty sure if Cody played Killer and accidentally became Meg, he'd somehow still kill us, even as a survivor. Mike goes, he kills you so fast, you don't know you're dead. I know! I didn't know I was dead. He was having a conversation with me. And suddenly I was on the hook, and he was still talking to me as I died. So that's the challenge for next week. Make a DBD character. You can pick the survivor, you can pick the killer, you can do both. 3 perks, and if it's a killer, the power. That sound like something everybody can do?
I would like to, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everybody for coming to watch us. We appreciate it. This is the most fun chat we've ever had. Thank you, Mike White, and thank you, Cody. You guys want to jump into some DVD games or whatnot? Get a hold of Necro. Necro get a hold of us. We can go on a fun killing spree.
I'm thinking maybe either tomorrow or Friday we might be able to get a decent set, because I think Kevin's off until Saturday.
I seen a video with Claudette having a chainsaw. That's terrifying. Okay. You set it up. Hey, listen. You get your channels going, bro. You get back to us. We'll get things going. That sounds like fun.
Right?
Yeah.
But until next time, folks. I'm Kaiju K.
I'm Necropolis.
I'm Mama Bear.
Sissy Poo.
And we want to once again thank Michael White and Cody for being on, and we will see you all in the future, everybody. Peace out, everybody.
See ya.
Peace.